You're staring at the ceiling, listening to the house settle, when something feels off. For me, that feeling started with my bedroom clock. I'd had it for years, but a few weeks ago, something changed. Maybe I'd imagined the change to midnight, but then, another click. My first thought was that it was broken, a short circuit, a glitch, something logical. The red numbers should have vanished, plunging the room into darkness. And when midnight came, it happened again. Click. 11:59. Click. What was the point? Instead, I just watched. Every night it was the same ritual. Midnight would strike, and the countdown would begin. The further back in time it went, the more pronounced the changes became. The air grew dense with forgotten moments. Conversations with friends I'd lost touch with, the taste of a specific meal from a restaurant that closed down, the feeling of my old dog's fur under my hand. These weren't just memories, they felt like echoes, bleeding into the present. I'd wake up with the phantom sensation of an old injury aching, or the lingering joy of a long-past celebration. It was like my own personal history was being rewound around me, layer by layer, night after night. I tried telling my friend about it over coffee. She just gave me a concerned look and suggested I might be overworked, that maybe I needed a vacation. How could I explain that my unplugged clock was dragging me back through my own life? I sounded insane, even to myself. I thought about getting rid of the clock, smashing it, throwing it in a river. What if it accelerated it? Or worse, what if it trapped me in whatever moment it landed on? The house itself started to change, too. Not physically, but in feeling. The scuff marks on the wall seemed to fade. My history. But as I looked at my reflection in the dark window, I saw no change. The house was young again. I wasn't. I was still here, carrying the weight of all the years the clock had erased. And the most terrifying part, the clock is still ticking backward. It's moving through the years before I lived here now, into the lives of strangers. I don't know what happens when it reaches the year the house was built. Counting down to a past that isn't mine, and I am absolutely terrified of what I'll find when it gets there. Thanks for listening. If you've ever experienced something you just can't explain, let me know in the comments. And make sure to subscribe for more stories from the edge of reality.